The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Craven Wings.
Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price. Craven Wings 2-minute drill on this Monday. Don't forget to check out all their locations, Seymour, Choteau, and the new location over in Maryville. Brent, Warren Burrell out for the year. Sounds like D. Williams is going to play this week. Now, I don't know if he's in the game plan, but he's available. And it felt like Josh was like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and put that. We expect him to play this week. It didn't feel like it was like sleight of hand.
Well, I mean, he warmed up for the Florida game. He's obviously been ramping up to try to play. Tennessee needs help in the secondary, so it's time to play him, right? If he's physically able and they think the shoulder and is going to hold up okay, then out there to see what can happen. I don't know how much he plays or he doesn't play, but it certainly sounds like he is going to be available for the first time. No surprise on the Warren Burrell news, out for the year. Tennessee's still searching for answers back there, and maybe D. Williams is a guy who can help them. There was a lot of talk about him in the preseason. The guy's never played in a college game, so we don't really know what he can do.
As for Cedric Tillman, Coach Heupel said he was limited today. We'll see as the week goes on. That's a different type of update. He normally doesn't use the words limited.
Yeah, I mean, but we don't know what limited means, right? Jerry Mack said 2 weeks ago that all of his running backs practiced. They were all out there, but they didn't all practice. So I don't know exactly what limited means. We'll see. I mean, Cedric Tillman's 2 weeks from having that tightrope procedure.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to see him back for LSU, but you just never know how somebody's body reacts to that type of thing.
Well, in those ankles, you don't want to rush him back. Better let him set this week and get him a week further down the road for Alabama.
Yeah, and Josh Heupel made it very, very clear. It depends on how functional he's going to be. Just because you're out there running around, functionality to me means can he cut in a route?
Yeah.
Can he do all the things you need to do? It's not just physically able to run. It's can you play the position effectively? We won't know that till later in the week.
What else stood out today for you?
Well, I just think that, the excitement about this game.
The players seem excited to go to LSU.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been there. An early game probably sets up well. It does set up well for Tennessee, in my opinion. But it's another ranked opponent. I think, you watch games this weekend. If you're a player, you miss the game this weekend. I mean, you like having an open date to heal up, but you miss playing when you see all those other games. So I think this is a team that's going to be excited. They know they got a challenge. It's an LSU team that's going to play 60 minutes. They've proven that in their 2 SEC wins. They really proved it against Florida State in terms of rallying late. So you better strap it up and play 60 minutes and finish the football game. And I know that's a message Josh Heupel has had for his team for over a week now.
Yeah, I think it was Ben that asked him about the 11 a.m. kickoff, and you could Heupel had that smirk on his face. But clearly, they feel like that's a win. It's still going to go get it done. It's still going to be a good atmosphere, all those type of things. But nobody's saying, I'd rather play at 7 p.m. instead of 11 a.m.
Well, I mean, look, you're a morning practice team.
Yeah,
okay?
I think it's a big deal.
So you're used to that. You're used to pregame. You're used to eating a meal early, all those things that they do. You play early. The weather forecast, it's going to be in the 70s at kickoff in Baton Rouge the first week.
You going to have a coat on?
I probably will have a toboggan on in the booth. That's exactly right. But the humidity's going to be low. So, I mean, it is a nice setup for Tennessee. You got to go execute it. Yeah. But compared to being a 7:30 kick when the humidity's 90% and it's 88 degrees out there, this is a win for Tennessee from a scheduling standpoint. And, of course, the Alabama game at 3:30 CBS here in Knoxville, that's a win scheduling-wise for recruiting. That's a win for your fan base here in Knoxville when the Vols return home.
All the coverage from today up. Coach Heupel's up. The players, both Jabari Small and Jerome Carvin, they're up. And now the 2-minute drill is up. All at Volquest.com. We'll have 4 downs coming from Rob Lewis. And don't forget the Monday night chat later tonight. All those good questions. Although I think I did answer 64 of them in one thread yesterday or late last night. If you hadn't seen those answers, check them out on the GQ.
When you're craving wings, it's got to be Craven Wings. Online at cravenwings.com.